Hello everybody and welcome back to the Homestead mod pack. Now I do have some more rich soil going for a different project later on in the episode. We'll get to that. I need to catch you guys up on what I've been doing in between episodes. Now, mainly what I've been doing is working on terraforming. There's still some stuff that needs to age down here. I did some transfer. You can kind of see the lighter bits of dirt, which is not coarse dirt. That's transferring over here. I'm kind of defining the green areas. It's happened over here too. There's still a little bit that needs to go over here. Because I am planning on putting a little bit of a pasture space out the front of this. Because this pathway is going to kind of spiral through here. And then all this is going to be field. And then there's going to be a little bit of a pasture out front specifically for the horse that's in here. Also, the llamas despawned. I know in the last episode there were llamas. They no longer exist. I don't know what happened. They just despawned at one point and I wasn't able to find any more, so that happened. But I did kind of start on the barn walls. I got this in place because I wanted to start finiting all of this area. So I went ahead and put in like a quarter? I won't even say a quarter. Like this is not even the first floor. Because there's still one more set of blocks that needs to go above this, and then it's the framing for the roof and stuff like that. So this is getting there. The dogs and stuff are eventually going to come out here as well. This is going to turn into like a bit of a workstation out here. So this is probably going to turn into a bit of like a stone floor. I'm probably going to reuse this andesite and put it down over here. And then put in a bit of an animal pen back here. Just so the horse isn't by themselves, but the horse is here. They are still fine. I move them into that. I've done this pathway. You can kind of see this. It goes out that way too. It's going to eventually hook up to the path that's going to go through here. And around these guys. It's going to eventually hook up to that. And then this one is starting the pathway going out this direction. And then I haven't finished terraforming this area yet, which is the reason it doesn't fully connect back here. Because I need to finish the terraforming. This pathway is just going to end in a little bit of a field through here, which is going to be a slow process because I want rich soil underneath all of my farms. Also, there is a wandering trader dude in here. He has not left. I don't know why he's still in here. He's just there. But I did end up doing this pathway back here after doing all the grass. There is still a bit over here that still has to turn. But you can kind of see where I blended it back into this. This is actually going to turn into a little bit of a field going out the back of our building here. I am going to throw in some more of these, just kind of stepping through here with some andesite mixed in. Or some coarse dirt mixed in some places. But it's eventually going to come back to this, so there is a back path through here. That's what we're going to be working on today, is putting this in, because this is actually going to be the field for the farm and charm. But this actually goes all the way back here. And you'll notice that my mine shaft isn't here anymore. There is a reason for that. We're going to investigate that now. Because my mine shaft goes all the way back here. You can see it on my map. I did put a pillar here, so I know where these are at. But there is this. Now, I will come out here later and put in some sort of building over this, like do like a small little mining area over here, because I do want this world to be a very long-standing world, because I think we have to get to a certain like amount of days. So Whisper of the Wilds, yeah, 250, 500, yeah, we have to reach 1,000 days in order to do this, and I haven't even reached like date 500 yet. Or 250, correction. We haven't even reached 250 yet. So, we're not even going to worry about that right now. But I did go ahead and put in a drop chute and this, which is a bubble column that goes all the way up. I do have aqua affinity on my helmet, so this is a very long way up, but it isn't nearly as... I don't run the risk of drowning, should I say. But yeah, that's what's in place back here. I am going to put a building over this eventually. And I am going to bring these trees and maybe some of these mushrooms further back along here along with it. And then I will be putting in an actual path back here. But for the time being, that's just kind of where that's going to sit. But that is not the focus for today. Like I said in the last episode of Homestead, today's main focus is Farm and Charm, which is seasoned and settled down here. It's Farm and Charm and Candlelight, which means I need to take all of the crops that were from this and plant them, which is where this is going to come into play. I have all the basic crops in here, as well as some of the Farmer's Delight crops, so I don't need to replant any of these. These are good. I don't need any more of this. I need specifically the Farm and Charm ones up here. So I need to figure out where exactly I want my pathway. There we go. A little bit more of a tattered path. Okay, and then that's going to have gardens on either side. I keep falling. I do need to come through and add in... I don't know if I have any more of those flowers. I do wonder if I can just bone meal those and then it'll give me more of them. Hold on, I know I have them out here. I can. There we go. Okay, and there we go. Now this is a little bit more of an overgrown feel. This is eventually going to grow all up and then look a bit better. But for right now, I kind of like how this feels. It's a lot more overgrown than I was really kind of going for, but at the same time, I really like that. It just feels a bit better than what I was going to do originally. Which was just throw a bunch of crops in the ground. This feels so much better and a lot more to the like kind of witchy cottage vibes that I was going for. Why does my roof look like that? What is this? You know, I should really focus in on the back of the house because this looks bad. I'll worry about that later. We'll have an episode for refining an area. It's fine. Okay, I have built up so you guys can kind of get a top-down view of what I'm looking at. I am just spiraled up on some bone blocks, but that is what we're working with right now. Now, I do plan on continuing this kind of overgrown theme throughout the entirety of the base. I want to overgrow everything. So as I put things in, some building blocks may end up being destroyed later on. Like the pathways, these are going to be detailed later on, just like this is. I want this place to feel very overgrown. But now that we have our barley garden and our vegetable garden in place, we can get started on actually growing the stuff. Now, Candlelight, I believe, does have its own crops, but I think most of this stuff uses both Farm and Charm and its own kind of stuff for this. I think the only thing specific to Candlelight is its roses. Yeah. In this mod pack, they've essentially kept all of the Farm and Charm ingredients and... yeah. Yep. Farm and Charm. Yeah, they've replaced the Candlelight ones with the Farm and Charm ingredients. So, both the mods are kind of together on this. Which is fantastic. I should have enough to make this last one, shouldn't I? I do. Watching your grass grow. Okay. But that completes everything that wasn't food related. Now we're on to everything that is food related. After I drop off everything that is in my inventory. First and foremost, I need to make flour and pasta. Okay, we're gonna wait on the animal foods. Those will come later. What on earth? Cogs and Whimsy? Somehow I did something in Cogs and Whimsy. Oh, I made dough. Okay, I'm slowly completing these without even trying. I haven't done anything with this and somehow I'm still completing some of these. Okay, we're gonna start here. Beetroot salad. Where is that in all this? Okay, maybe that one's under candlelight. Candle. It is under candlelight. Okay. I need to make a cheese. Oh, Lord. Okay. We have cheese. Oh, dang. That actually makes a lot. Was not expecting it to make that much. Okay, that was in fact a quest. Cheese wheel. Salt and pepper shakers. Oh, we have another decoration for the table. Salt and pepper shakers. Yes. Hey. I have butter. Butter. Where did I put the other butter I had? Oh, in here. So flour, noodles. That's more compost. We don't need that in there. That compost can go in there. Okay. This was our start to candlelight, so we're going to put that there. Put the extra in there. Okay. Beef tartare, that is candlelight. Okay. Where is it? Minced beef and an onion. Minced beef is through the thing. Just a little mincing. Oh, and bot authors have humor. That's great. Oh my gosh. Does the bowl need to go in? Why do all these things need the bowl to go with it? I have questions. You are Farm and Charm. We're gonna focus on candlelight first, which is 2 glass bottles. Holy! Oh my god! Why did the Enderman do that to me? Hopefully that's enough. We're starting some binary stuff purely for the fact of I need... Okay, so I have some wine bottles. Okay, that's red grape juice, and now I need the aging barrel. Need you and you. Oh, Lord Almighty. They made it more complicated. Yes, I do. Okay. Ignore the setup that is happening in here. I need the mushroom one. Put that in here. The extra one I had. Oh my gosh. Every available candlelight dish with a pot. Okay. Didn't cook that with a pot, but you know. We getting somewhere. Okay. And that gives me the extra banners. Yep. Okay. Gives me that one in there. Actually, I should probably put both of these. Back here. There we go. And that finishes Candlelight. That is every single dish in Candlelight. You can see how fused these two mods were because you can now see what Farm and Charm brings to it. Stuffed rabbit. What are you doing in my house? Why? Why are you in my house? I also don't know what these are. They say they're supposed to be cozy crumbs, which look like this, but it's apparently a missing item. There we go. Cat food. There we go. Now let's grab that back from my backpack. So we need that, that, that. Okay, prepare your ears. Seasoned and settled is finished. There we go. Oh, that's actually so cute. Okay. In the next episode, we're going to be finishing up this area. That means all of this. We're going to be figuring out where to put the oats, where to put the barley, where to put... No, barley we already have. Oats and corn. Corn was the other one I was thinking of. But that is all later date stuff. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.